get into that, I hope you remember Ana Luisa. I have talked about them a few months ago when they first wanted to collaborate with me, and I was really so overjoyed, and I really felt like I was making it in my YouTube career more and more, because I found out about Ana Luisa years ago from another YouTuber that I like. So I hope when I introduce them to you, if you already knew them as well, that you would use my coupon code and check out their webpage, because they are constantly having the most amazing updates. So right now, I wanted to give you an honest review of their jewelry because it's been a few months, and I can tell you how the jewelry has been holding up and all my thoughts about it. They are known to be hypoallergenic and handmade and have so many things that are amazing about them. And I have to say that even with their quality, they are keeping their promise of making good quality jewelry. So I'm a person who just buys whatever jewelry I think is pretty, even if it's super cheap or expensive. And thankfully, Ana Luisa has made the perfect middle ground for people like me and maybe you too, because their pieces are really high quality. It's now been months and months, and I wear these pieces every single week. And to be honest, I'm a bit of a careless person sometimes when it comes to my jewelry. Even though I love it so much, I will just leave it laying around. I lose it constantly, and I have broken countless pieces of jewelry, even my expensive ones, even the $5 ones. So as you know, with the $5 ones, their prettiness rubs away very quickly, especially if you wear jewelry as much as I do. And Ana Luisa, after months and months of continuous wear, it is perfectly exactly in the same condition as when I received it. So they weren't lying when they said that when they do their gold-plated jewelry and all their other pieces, that it is made well. None of the diamonds or cubic zirconias have fallen out. It's in perfect condition. The locks haven't broken, and no part of it is tarnishing. And I have worn these on accident in the shower sometimes, as you know, and it's just as beautiful and radiant as the day I got it. So I really want to thank you again one more time, Ana Luisa, for sending me these pieces. They have really become a part of my daily and most favorite pieces ever. So even though these are so amazing and they hold up well, make sure you keep them in your pouch so they can last you your whole lifetime. Hello, lovelies. Long time no see again. Sorry it's been so tough for me to keep up with an actual schedule for my YouTube uploads. And as you can see, today is going to be a get ready with me. I thought I would try a slightly new style because while I was sitting there doing my makeup, I really liked how I looked in the reflection of the mirror. So I thought it would be cool to frame the video like this. Let's just see what happens for now. It's my experimental era. But anyways, yeah, I've just had a lot going on. I thought while I do my makeup in this video, I would kind of do more of a commentary and slightly explain what I'm doing with my makeup, because I have a lot going on in my life lately, and that's one reason why it's been hard for me to consistently upload. But I don't really want to make excuses. I want to just do what I want, and there shouldn't be any excuses for it. So, like what I'm doing right now with my makeup and what I've been doing a lot for about 2 months now is I start off with a cream-based concealer. And for my skin type, I figured that this really works well. So I do have some pretty severe dark circles, and they can be really tough to cover up. So in the past, I used a lot of concealer that comes in the tube, you know? And I think that's the pretty basic type of concealer that everyone uses. But I really was feeling it wasn't working for me. So now I use the Sam's Pot Concealer. And it has green, salmon, and a normal shade to cover all of my blemishes. Now what I'm doing here is I'm taking my favorite cushion ever, the one I've mentioned before, the Rom and Bear water cushion, And this is just my total foundation. I don't wear anything except this cushion and the Sam's cream concealer. So this is just what really works best for me. And all summer, in the beginning of summer, actually, I only used the Bare water cushion, but then I realized after a while that I thought it was making me look too sweaty in the summer, so I went back to using a more matte looking cushion. And even though I did use the whole thing, it's mostly just because I don't like wasting makeup, so I prefer to use the whole one I've bought before I buy any new. But that was low-key a struggle for me because I really do prefer the Bare water cushion. Number one is because I have super dry skin. Oop, yes, I drop it all the time. But I have dry skin, so when I wear matte cushions, it really collects on my dead skin patches, and it's just bad all around. And I've noticed that when I wear the Bare water cushion, it makes my skin health better overall, and I think it's because all the amount of hyaluronic acid and stuff that they put into the cushion itself. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my favorite eyebrow pencil ever, the Giverny one, and I think it's called Black Brown is the shade. And it's actually an eyeliner, but I use it for my eyebrows because it's the closest color to my natural hair color. And it goes on perfectly, like even better than specifically eyebrow pencils. And then I just take my Daiso eyelash curler and I curl those babies up. I've been taking tips from the Queen Pony Syndrome, the makeup artist, and you know, I'm sure other makeup artists have said it too, but I start from the base and I slowly keep curling until the tips of my lashes, and it makes them look way better after I apply mascara. Now I'm taking my favorite Dear Dahlia mini eyeshadow compact in the pink shade. It's like pink mauve and then a shimmery shade, but I completely destroyed and shattered the normal like shade, so I'm getting all the dust right now and just using that all up before I buy a new one. Yeah, so that's my favorite way of using these little compacts. And the truth of the matter is, even though I have so many eyeshadow palettes, it's kind of overwhelming to me because I'm not someone who does that much of elaborate makeup looks. It's just not my thing. I prefer to do simple makeup, half because I think it looks better on me, half because I'm lazy. So I don't really need things with like 5 or more colors. Yes, they're pretty and I will buy them, but Lord knows how much I've spent on eyeshadow palettes that I don't actually use. So now I'm going in with Giverny's, their really thin type of mascara, and the shade Black Brown as well. And I cannot exaggerate how amazing this mascara is. It is my favorite mascara in the whole world, and I have used tons and tons of different mascara brands. I didn't just pick up any old thing and call it my favorite. And you can really tell that with this because even some of the makeup artists I've met on sets, they use this as well. And we all like it for the same reason, is that it never clumps up your lashes and it makes them look really natural but super long. Now I'm going in with some Dear Dahlia blush that I did receive as a review event, but I really wanted this, so you had to enter to win it. And this is their shade, not Taffy. I got Taffy as well, and this one, I don't remember the name. Lord help me. Oh my god. But it's really beautiful, and they say it's like a classy, feminine type of pink. It's a lot more light than the other shade, and I really love to wear blush, actually. But I don't like powdered blush. I only like liquid blush. So thank you so much, Dear Dahlia, for continuously making makeup I adore. And if you don't know about Dear Dahlia, I also can't recommend them enough. I mean, I know everybody has their favorite brands, but I'm really not just telling you guys whatever when I talk about my favorite makeup in these types of videos, because these aren't sponsored in any way, and these are just the products that I keep buying over and over. I'm on like my 3rd eyeliner in this same exact brand, Giverny, and the mascara. So I promise that if you like more natural looking makeup and you prefer brown, then this is the best mascara for you. They also have black colors. It's just I really love the black brown because I feel like it goes better with my personal color. And I will talk about that for a minute too, and that will be in my next vlog as well, is I've been really into personal color lately, and I even went to a seminar for personal color, and that really helped me because I had been so confused about it. As you see now, I'm picking out what lipstick to wear because this is before I knew exactly what suits me best, and I kind of felt I made a mistake when I bought this shade. It's by Laka. It's their Glow Vegan lipstick. And this is the best formula I've ever used in my life. It's so thick and creamy like a lip balm, but it has really good pigment. So it kind of stains the outer corners of my lips, which I love so much. And I can't recommend this enough either. Like, I can't recommend it enough either. That's what I mean, because I love it so much. But I bought more of a warm-toned lipstick, and sometimes I feel like that might have been a mistake, but low-key, I still think overall it looks good, and, like, more than that, I actually feel like cold shaded lipsticks look weird on my face, but I'll talk about that in another video. Now what I'm doing is I'm preparing my hair, and I must admit that I was a really lazy type of person when it came to hairstyles. But I keep seeing all those girls looking so cute on the Instagram reels and stuff on how they tie up their hair, and they do all these different crazy hairstyles, and I really wanted to do that too. So lately I've been doing more simple ones, but I'm getting more and more like I said, this is for real my experimental era. I'm doing so many things I don't usually do. But I really like it, and I love finding my personal style and what I really like to wear and what makes me happy every day when I wear it. So now what I'm doing is I'm actually spraying some perfume in my hairbrush, because if you do this and brush your hair, it smells so amazing all day. And it's like a little beauty tip that I've learned that really elevates your look. Yeah, so I would never recommend spraying perfume directly on your hair. That can damage it. But there are hair perfumes specifically made for your hair, and that's okay. It's just that I have so many bottles of perfume, I would prefer to use them up before I bought something else. And yeah, I also don't usually wear the color black, but I got this top gifted to me from Not Your Rose, and this is a brand I really like. If you've been watching my Instagram and keeping up with my reels on there, you would see how much I've been wearing them lately. And, you know, I didn't choose what they sent me because it was also kind of like an event that you can win to get their, like, free item. But I'm not complaining because I low-key did need more black tops in my wardrobe because I have none. And sometimes that's all that looks good with an outfit, you know? And here you see me like also doing something new in my experimental era, which is I take a flat iron and I flat iron and curl my bangs like this right near my roots to make it more voluminized. So I also learned this at all the shoots I've been doing, and the hair and makeup artists really like to do this, because my hair is more like on the flatter side. Like, I don't know, it's not flat, but it deflates after a few hours. So if I do this, it stays voluminized all day. And I really was the type of person who I never flat ironed or curled my hair in my whole life. So after I came to Korea, it really became a habit, because Korean girls here do that like almost every day basically. And especially after working as a model and going to shoots, I kind of picked up my favorite tips from the hair and makeup artists, and those I use in my everyday life. Whew, and can I just say how insanely busy I've been lately? I know I mentioned this earlier for a second, but it's really just true. When I didn't have jobs, I was always complaining like how much free time I had and that I really wish I had more jobs. And now that I have them, it's so exhausting. Like, oh, it's way more tiring than when I had like a 9 to 5 or like honestly 9 to 9 job at a restaurant back in America. because a lot of these shoots start at like 5, 4 a.m., 6 a.m., the list goes on, and not every day is the same. That's the thing about being like a freelancer or doing a job like a model, because your everyday schedule is not the same, and that can take a toll on your health. So I really have to make sure I eat well and take all my vitamins and take care of this, take care of that, especially when you're a freelancer too. You're like your own manager most of the time. So yeah, like I'm doing YouTube all by myself. I have to manage my social media because it's such a big part of the career nowadays. And it's not like a complaint. I do enjoy doing it, but it is a lot more work than I thought about in the beginning. Because, you know, like being a model is really fun and I prefer it to a normal job, but it's not my end goal or my end dream. So I also am still working on that in the behind the scenes. And then I have to meet all my friends, you know, and it's just a really interesting time in my life because right now I've never had this many friends. I've never been doing a job that I enjoy so much. And I know I'm really young, but this is like, I feel like my life is beginning. And I feel that if you are in a place right now where you want to start doing something you really enjoy and you want to feel like your life is beginning, then don't give up, because I have been here now with my visa for about a year and a few months. And if you had asked the Sophia from 2 years ago who was struggling and living in Miami and working 2 jobs, then I would have never believed a word you said if you had told me that I'm in Korea modeling and I have a YouTube and I have so many friends and I have a cat and like I live with my boyfriend and everything is going well. I wouldn't have believed you, because it's also like such a journey of finding out who you are and accepting things about yourself, but at the same time learning what parts you have to get better at. And I think that's just the part about being in your 20s, but I'm really enjoying it. Since I moved here as well and started working, my anxiety has gotten so much better. I have really bad social anxiety, but I feel myself growing and I feel the social anxiety disappearing every day. And I'm just really proud of myself and happy about that. So I hope that you guys would understand that one day. Or maybe you already know. I hope that you already know, because I don't really wish that on anybody. And you know, it's a lot, like, but I'm so happy. I really am happy every day. And that's such a special thing. Not a lot of people like feel that way. And I really hope that you could, especially in the small moments with me when you watch my videos. So I'll see you next time, lovelies. Bye!